Hello. This is going to be a pick a card message from the ancestral realm. If you are watching the replay, please bear with me as people jump on as I am recording this message live. This message is going to be a collective ancestral message. It's going to be a pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. I will show you a card from each pile. For legal purposes, I have to say that this reading is for entertainment and spiritual purposes only. Please take what resonates, leave what does not. For a more specific reading to you and to your situation, you can book a reading with me on highpriestessmay.com. Other than that, please keep in mind that these readings are general. These are general messages for the collective from the ancestral realm. So please keep that in mind. If you want something more specific, you can book a reading with me, a channel message reading on highpriestessmay.com. There's also now available animal spirit guide readings, as well as destiny and karmic debt readings as well, available on my website, highpriestessmay.com. For any spiritual services, you must always book a consultation first with me so that my spirit guides can look at your case and decide whether it's going to be a good fit and whether they will be able to assist you. What else? Tomorrow is the Manifestation 2.0 webinar for those of you who have taken the first part already. So registration ends tonight. Try to remember everything. Let's see. I will never DM you or message you or give you a link in the comments other than my website, highpriestessmay.com. So please keep in mind of that. Anybody who messages you or DMs you or gives you a link in the comments that is not highpriestessmay.com is a fake account. Please block and report them. Thank you. All right, so these are going to be general messages from the ancestral realm. Remember, like I said before, take what resonates, leave what does not. Pile number 1, spirit guides, guardians, angels from the ancestral realm. Spirit guides, guardians, angels, and spirits of benevolent spirits of the ancestral realm. What is the card for pile number 1? Okay, pile number 1. If you are drawn to this card, this is your message. The 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Pile number 1. 7 of Swords. So, if you are drawn to this card, this is your pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile. There may be a message in more than one pile for you. Thank you, Sherry. It is a beautiful... I'm back in Florida. It's a beautiful Florida sunrise today. So, pile number 1, this is your card, okay? Spirit guides, guardians, angels. What card? May I please have a card from the ancestral realm for pile number 2? Pile number 2, this is your card. Pile number 2, this is your card. If you are drawn to this card, this is your card. This is your pile number 2. Okay. It's early, y'all, so. Pile number 3, spirit guides, guardians, angels. May I please have a card from the ancestral realm for pile number 3? Okay. Pile number 3, if you are drawn to this card, this is your pile. Pile number 3. If you are drawn to this card, this is your pile. Okay. So I will show you the cards for each pile one more time, and then I will start the reading. Okay. For pile number 1, this is your card. For pile number 2, this is your card. Type the number that you choose in the comments so that you can lock it in. This message is timeless, so whatever number you lock in, your spirit guides, there is no time and space, so your spirit guides will know ahead of time what pile you're going to choose. So lock in the number in the comments. And pile number 3, this is your card. You may be drawn to more than one pile. That's perfectly fine. Okay, we're going to put those to the side. All right, let's go ahead and see what the message is for pile number 1. Ancestors, benevolent ancestors of pile number 1, of the collective of pile number 1. What message do you have for pile number 1? 7 of Swords. Give me 1 second, pile number 1. I'm going to see something really quick. La 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 la. Make sure your deck is in the right direction. Because the deck is a little bit upside down. Check the deck real quick. Quick, brief intermission. Okay, pile number 1. I got you. All right, pile number 1, let's take a look here. Pile number 1, you have the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords to me indicates some sort of betrayal, okay? An energy of feeling betrayed by something, okay? So let's go ahead and see what this betrayal is around and what the ancestors' guidance is. Now, this could be a form of self-betrayal as well. And so let's go ahead and see what guidance the ancestors have regarding this, okay? I feel like pile number 1, you have been feeling betrayed. Not only have you been feeling betrayed by other people, but you've been feeling betrayed by yourself. Like you've maybe allowed some sort of, or tolerated, I shouldn't even say allowed, you've tolerated out of love some sort of energy that was not really good for you. And it hasn't been good for you. And you keep going. And it's like you keep going and going and going and hoping that one day this energy is going to change. And you keep hoping that one day, like, this person or these people or this situation is going to treat you differently. Okay? I feel like you have the 10 of Wands here. I feel like you're carrying burdens that you don't need to be carrying. And this is kind of reminding me of like when I asked Spirit if they wanted me to move to a certain location. And even though I didn't really want to live there, I was like, okay, Spirit, if this is really where you feel like my energy would be the best to help other people, I will move there. And they said to me, you know, there are other people that can do things as well. Like you have other people in your soul family that can do some of the things you do as well. So you don't have to live somewhere if you don't want to live there. And this is reminding me of that energy. It's like you have stayed in this situation because you feel like if you don't do it, who's going to? If you're not there, then who's going to be there? And your ancestors are telling me like you really need to put this burden down. You really need to put this burden down because this burden, you don't have to carry this by yourself. I feel like maybe pile number 1, you have been the generational curse breaker in your family. And you've been feeling like you have to carry this burden. Like you have to be the one to do it for everybody. And Spirit is saying, the ancestral realm is saying, we thank you for the work that you're doing. But by just doing it for yourself, you are healing us. You're helping us heal and you're helping us elevate. And just by doing what makes you happy, you will help us elevate. You don't have to suffer to help us heal. You don't have to suffer with people that are abusing you or situations that are abusing you in order to help us heal. Yes, you are the chosen one, for helping us elevate, but that doesn't mean that you have to suffer through it. Sometimes being the chosen one just means choosing to be happy and not bitter like the rest of your family or like the rest of the people in the world. Choosing to look at the sunlight and be like, it's a beautiful day and I'm going to enjoy it, instead of the people who are like, oh, it's so sunny out, it's so hot. It's about just being happy. Pile number one. It's about giving yourself permission to be happy. You don't have to carry this burden anymore. Your ancestors are asking you to help them, to let them help you release this burden so that they can release this burden from themselves as well, so that they can be liberated from this burden as well. I feel like pile number one, if you have been feeling betrayed, you need to look inward and figure out how you can let this go and move on from it, so that you don't keep suffering when your enemy or the people who hurt you or the people who are taking you for granted are enjoying the sunny day every single day, and you are in a doom of depression, or you are in a doom of suffering because you're carrying all this pain. Your ancestors are begging you to heal this, to figure out a way that you can let it go, that you can come to peace with it, so that you can move on, okay? Not to make the people or the situation feel better about it, but to make yourself feel better about it. And they're saying that once you let this go, you will be able to have more opportunities come into your life. You will be able to have more abundance come into your life. You will be able to have more options come into your life. And you will be able to, and they will be able to handle the karma of this situation, because once you let it go, then they're able to take it from you and deliver it back to the person or to the situation or to the people. But if you are holding on to it like a coat of armor or some sort of Oscar trophy, like this is my suffering trophy, right? Like I have to carry these wounds in order to prove that I've suffered, right? And they're not saying this in a negative way. They're saying it's like they understand that there's a part of you that doesn't want to let it go, because you feel like if you let it go, if you forget what was done to you, then nobody else will remember, and then you will never be validated. And then there's a part of you that feels like you'll be gaslighted again into believing that you weren't mistreated. But they're saying letting it go, maybe write it down so that you don't have to think about it anymore, and you can let it go mentally, and it's written somewhere and you can put it away. And then if somebody wants to doubt, you can pull that book out or whatever, if that's how you feel like you need to do. But whatever the situation is, pile number one, your ancestors are asking you to give it to them, to give them the situation, to allow yourself to be disconnected from this situation, from these peoples, from this pain, from this betrayal, and allow your ancestors to handle the karma, and you focus on your healing. Okay? You focus on your healing. You focus on just being happy. Okay? Following your intuition, connecting with your ancestors, your benevolent ancestors that wish you well. Your ancestors want you to know that you have the keys to your freedom. You have the keys to your freedom already. You don't have to feel like you're missing anything. You have the keys to your freedom. Even though we may have to be led into certain practices understand that honoring your ancestors is universal. You don't need permission to honor your ancestors. You don't need permission to set up an altar for your ancestors. You don't need permission to pray with your ancestors. You don't need permission to get help from your ancestors. Honoring your ancestors is universal. Like I said, you might need to be led in to certain practices if you are trying to practice a particular practice, but you don't need anyone's permission to honor your ancestors, to work with your ancestors, to be strengthened by your ancestors, to receive help from your ancestors. So they're saying to me, it's like, you have the key and they want you to communicate with them more. To pray at their altar, to meditate with them so that they can give you the knowledge that you need. For some of you, your ancestors want to give you a spell book, a book of spells. They want to channel into you a book of spells that belonged to your family that has been lost through time. And they want to channel it to you, but they need you to sit down and look within and get rid of all of the trauma so that they can give you the information. Yeah, for some of you, you have ancestors that were witches or curanderas or shamans, and they're ready to mediums, and they're ready to spiritual healers, and some of them were prosperous business people, and they want to give you this book of spells or this book of knowledge, and they want to download this information down to you, but they can't because you're blocked by all of this grief, by all of these burdens that you're holding on to, by all of these betrayals. Okay, because these burdens, this pain, these betrayals, this grief is blocking the channel to you receiving this information. Okay? So your ancestors are asking you to look within so that you can heal and so that you can receive the keys to your liberation. If you don't know your ancestor, you don't need to know your ancestors. If you don't know how to serve your ancestors, I do teach how my practice suggests serving your ancestors in my ancestor webinar, which is available on my website, highpriestessmay.com. You can watch the ancestor webinar, and it goes step by step on how to honor your ancestors. One of my loa possessed during that webinar, one of the loa who are responsible for picking up the dead and the transition of the dead, and gave some information during that webinar. So if you haven't done the ancestral veneration webinar that I offered, it's available on a replay on my website, highpriestessmay.com. Okay, so, and on my YouTube channel, I also have videos free. So the webinar has a fee, but it has a lot of information, so it's very, very, very worth it. On my YouTube channel, I have some free videos on how to set up an ancestor altar. Okay, so one of the people on the live, Yadi, is saying the webinar definitely provides info that you will never find on YouTube. Great info. Yes, Yadi is one of the people who took it. So the ancestor webinar on my website, very, 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 very very detailed. And then on my YouTube, I have for free how to set up an ancestor altar if you would like to know based on how we do it in my practice. Okay, but your ancestors are waiting for you to sit with them because there's information they want to give you. Okay, there's information they want to give you. There's things that they want to do to help you heal. There's things they want to do to assist you in your life as much as possible so that you can grow in prosperity, and they want to so that you know how to protect yourself, so that you can grow in prosperity and love and healing and be able to live a wonderful, prosperous life. Okay, all right, let me go ahead and see what your last message, pile number 1, is from your ancestors, from the ancestral realm. Okay. The sun. I was talking about the sun. Right now, you have the sun upside down. So it's like you're not enjoying the sun, right? So your ancestors are saying the sun will come out as soon as you decide to put down the burdens of others that don't belong to you and start to care and start to just focus on healing your own burdens, okay? There it is, the burdens card again. Queen of Scepter. Take action. Have courage. The risk will be worth it, okay? You are divinely protected, so you will not, the fires that you're fearing are not going to burn you. The metaphorical fires, the symbolic fires that you are fearing are not going to burn you, because you are divinely protected by your ancestors. But they need you to connect with them. They need you to focus on your healing and finding your happiness, pile number 1. Letting go of the burdens, because living your life is not just about serving other people. Your life is also about finding your happiness, pile number 1. That's what your ancestors need you to understand, that yes, you can build a wonderful legacy by carrying burdens for other people and helping other people. But if you don't enjoy your life and you're not happy in your life, then your legacy will not mean as much if you are not happy while doing it, okay? So focus on your happiness, pile number 1. Okay, pile number 2. Thank you, ancestors of pile number 1. Thank you, benevolent ancestors, for your guidance. We appreciate your guidance today. Gracias a la misericordia. If you would like to book a private reading with me, remember that these readings are general. You can go and book on highpriestessmay.com. Go ahead and clear that energy. Spirit guides, guardians, angels. What is the ancestral message for pile number 2 today? What is the ancestral message for pile number 2? What is the ancestral message for pile number 2? Oh Lord, my God, am I an awesome wonder? Consider all the worlds thy hands have made. I see the sun, I hear the roaring thunder, my God, throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. That is the message for you, pile number 2. Woo. The ancestral realm has gospel for you today. So whatever ancestors are channeling a message for you today, pile number 2, we're women who love God. Okay, because I'm feeling women that love God in this ancestral message. Whew. I feel grandmothers. Grandmothers. Let's see. Feel like the angels are walking with you. Pile number 2. The angels are walking with you. The angels are walking with you. And God has a message for you, pile number 2. God is so proud of you. God is so proud that you are their child. Pile number 2, you are what God, the love that you share, the light that you share, even when it's very dark. You are sharing the light of God. You are sharing the light of God. And God is so proud of you. And your female ancestors are saying that you might have been, in a past life, you might have been burned for like witchcraft or whatever. Because I feel like you are a light worker and have always been a light worker. And in past lives, you have literally been burned for witchcraft when all you were doing was healing people. And and in this life, you dim your light. You have a light so bright, but you are actually still dimming it because you don't want to get burned again. And God is promising you that this time He is not going to let it happen. This time is your time to be free, to express yourself fully in the power that you have. And this time, I will not let you burn. I will not let you burn. So stop fearing persecution. Stop keeping yourself imprisoned. I have placed extra angels with you to make sure that you are not burned in this lifetime. You have extra protection in this lifetime from the demons that wish to demonize your gifts. I'm shaking. Look, I'm shaking. There is so much energy channeling through me right now because I am hearing the voice of God. And there's so much energy channeling through me. Look, y'all, I'm shaking. Look, my hands are shaking. God has placed extra angels with you. Pile number 2. Extra angels with you. Some of you walk with Archangel Raphael because you are a healer, like Archangel Raphael is a healer of God. Some of you walk with Archangel Michael because you are an exorcist and a protector of the less fortunate, because you are a warrior of God. And I want to cry because this energy is so Some of you walk with Archangel Metatron because you are meant to be a programmer of the universe, a creator of the universe. Like Metatron has become the creator, the programmer of the universe on behalf of God. Some of you have no idea the power that you carry in you. And you carry so much power, it scares you. It scares you. And what I'm hearing is, it will stop scaring you if you start to look at it from a different perspective. If you start to paint it with a more beautiful light. It's like last night I was called to, Scorpio is one of my, the scorpion is one of my animal spirits, but I'm always like kind of like icky about it because it's kind of like there's this thing, and something called me to instead paint it with I was painting last night, and I was called to, instead of coloring it in black, I was led to color it in purple and blue, which are the colors of my aura whenever I do my aura readings. And when I did, I started to look at the Scorpion in a more beautiful light. And Spirit is saying, if you start to just look at your power from the beauty that it is, rather than looking at it from the perspective of those who want to demonize it or who want to snuff your flame, you will see the beauty of what I created you to be. Pile number 2, God is saying, not that everybody on here is not special, but God is saying that pile number 2, you have suffered so much in previous lifetimes that this lifetime He made you perfectly imperfect, perfectly the way you're supposed to be, perfectly powerful for what you are supposed to do here. And you deserve happiness. And you are going to have everything. This is the life where you're supposed to have everything you ever desired. Emotional fulfillment to the fullest. If you have been suffering, you are meant to, with a bad family, or you were born in a bad family, you're meant to have a family of your own that is going to be happy and healthy and prosperous, and you are going to break all the generational curses, and you have done so much already. I just heard taste the rainbow. You're going to taste the rainbow, pile number 2. I don't know if I called you pile number 1 by accident, but you're going to taste the rainbow. Some of you might be part of the LGBTQ community, and that's also another indication from God. God wants you to know that He loves you. It loves you. He, she, in His eternal non-binary version. God loves you, and you are exactly who you're supposed to be. No matter what any other human has to say about it. It's okay, I'm okay. It's okay. Go sit with your mommy. I'm okay. So, pile number 2, you're meant to have all of this beautiful, beautiful happiness. But you have to set yourself free from this false cage that you have put yourself in order to dim your light, in order to dim yourself. You have to stop not participating just because you are afraid of the bullies. You have to stop not participating just because you're afraid someone is going to dim you, or someone is going to attack you, or someone is going to burn you, or someone's going to do some stupid thing to you. You have no idea the level of protection that has been put on you now. All the darkness can do is make you afraid of your own power. Because you have so much protection from God. God has placed so much protection on you, pile number 2, that the only thing the darkness can do is literally make you afraid of your own power. There's the strength card just popped out for you. Literally, pile number 2, I feel like you might stay up at night because you can't sleep. And it's because the darkness is literally making you afraid of your own power. The darkness is trying to use your own power to make you scared. Because you have extreme intuition. You have extreme protection. You have extreme abilities. You just have to learn how to stand up for yourself against the darkness and tell them to go F themselves. They're not going to get in your way. The darkness is using your own power to try to scare you. Don't let it. Have more faith in the protection that God has put with you. Pile number 2. You have to have more faith in the protection that God has put with you. You have angels that you can command. Because God has put angels with you, pile number 2, because there is a mission that you're supposed to complete in this world, in this lifetime, that is so big that God has put angels that you can command by your side. I'm talking about Joshua kind of power. I'm talking about I'm talking about saint type of power, pile number 2. The power to make miracles happen for yourself and other people through the power of God. One of you is going to be the parent to the next Christ. Okay, that's the kind of power that you carry. Some of you are like present day saints, and by dimming your light, you are robbing the world of your power. You're robbing the world of all of the things that you could do. And that's why the light attacks you. I'm sorry, that's why the darkness attacks you. The darkness attacks you because you forgot you were the light. They're reminding me of the story of when the Orishas forgot that Oshun's love was the one that filled the entire world with beauty and water. And then when she took her water away and she left and sat on the moon because they upset her, all of the lands dried up. But like Oshun, you are the love that lights up the world. Pile number 2. Like Oshun, you are the love that lights up the world. And without you, there is not as much love and light to go around. Not saying that there aren't other people that can also do this, pile number 2. But you are one of those people that carries the love, like Oshun carries the love to light up the world. Like Anais Apie carries the love to light up the world. Like Mother Mary. You are meant to bring back, pile number 2, a new form of Christ consciousness. The true Christ consciousness, which is supposed to be the consciousness of love and light and oneness. To heal the world. You are one of many volunteers who came to heal the world with your presence. Just by being present in your full light, you heal the world. You don't even have to do anything, pile number 2. You literally just have to live in your full light, and you will heal the world. That's what your ancestors need you to know. All of your female ancestors are standing here, particularly grandmothers. Whether you're male or female, I feel like your power comes from your grandmothers, from your feminine ancestors. They all got together and they like poured their light into you. They all got together and they clustered their light together and they poured it into you at the moment of your creation. Pile number 2, I don't say anything unless God is showing it to me, unless the spirits of light are showing it to me. And they're showing me that you are one of the lights that is meant to light up the world, that is meant to raise the consciousness of this planet. Just by being here, like a crystal raises the consciousness of this planet. Just by being present. Just by being happy. Just by shining your light. And sharing your light with people and not letting people dim it. Spirit, what is the last message for pile number 2 today? Oh Lord, my God. Am I an awesome wonder? You will be rewarded for the hard work that you've put in. You will be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded, oh my goodness. You're going to be rewarded in material goods. You're going to be rewarded. I feel like some of you could become content creators and make hundreds of thousands of dollars just from doing content about things you like. Because when you share things that you love, your light just shines bright. I feel like you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars from like some of you from like content creation, some of you from some of you could possibly even win the lottery. Not saying everybody, but it's just like a luck thing. It's just like something that you follow your heart and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna shine my light, and then you just like make a whole bunch of money from it. So if you have been thinking about starting to post on TikTok, post on YouTube, post wherever it is you're being guided to post, because I'm seeing you, start that business. Don't lose faith in the vision that God has been giving you since the day you were born. Don't lose faith in that vision. Whatever business, whatever endeavor it is that you want to follow, pile number 2, whatever your heart is guiding you to do, it's going to work because God has put it there for you. God has put it inside of you. Okay? And it's going to be successful. But you need to put down the burdens and live your life more in your light and less in this fear. And when you let go of the fear, everything will move very quickly in your favor, pile number 2. When you let go of the fear, everything is going to move so fast in your favor. Let go of the fear. Let go of the past. If you wanted to be a writer, a messenger, a coach, a public speaker, Spirit is saying you need to do this. Let go of the fear and look at all of the abundance that will come your way. Let go of the past that no longer serves you. Let go of those past connections. Not everything is meant to be forever. Some people are just lessons. So let go of the past that is holding you back. And embrace courage. Courage is godly. Embrace it. God is with you. God has placed angels with you. Okay? And look at the abundance you are meant to receive. You have earned this. You have passed God's test. You just need to let go of the fear and take up your courage and follow your dreams, or follow your intuition. Follow where you are led to do to get this. Okay, pile number 2. That's the message I'm leaving you with. That was intense. Again, if you'd like to book, these are general readings for pile number 2, people who are guided to it. If you would like a more specific reading, you can book a reading with me on highpriestessmay.com. Channel messages are available on highpriestessmay.com, as well as animal spirit messages and the karma and destiny messages. Okay. Wow. You are, last thing for you, pile number 2, I'm getting you are a healer. Some of you are healers, and you're meant to be known for being a healer, whether it's in the medical field or in the holistic field or in the spiritual field. You are meant to be known for being a healer. You're welcome, everyone. Pile number 3, let's see what spirit, let's clear the energy for pile number 2. Not that we needed to clear any negative energy, because God's energy was channeling through pile number 2, so the energy was clear. Okay. And pile number 2, if you do something that maybe necessarily doesn't make a lot of money right now, Spirit is saying your rewards are going to be extremely bountiful in heaven, okay? But a lot of you are getting it during your lifetime. Okay, pile number 3. Spirit guides, guardians, angels, what message is there from the benevolent ancestral realm for pile number 3? Pile number 3, I'm already seeing the 7 of Wands here, which indicates that there are some burdens that you've had to overcome. Okay, that your ancestors are acknowledging the burdens that you've had to overcome, the trials and tribulations that you've had to overcome. Your ancestors are acknowledging you for this. Okay. Your ancestors are acknowledging you for this. The Empress. Ooh, someone, pile number 3, some of you might be having a child, as the Empress represents childhood. Motherhood. But the Empress also represents someone who starts a new business as well, as a business is also considered like a child. Someone who nurtures. I'm getting that you are a very nurturing person, pile number 3. Pile number 3, I'm also getting that if you didn't really have the best connection to your mother, your ancestors want you to know that you do not have to be afraid of being like your mother, or being like, someone, a feminine figure that... a feminine figure that you kind of like were like, I don't want to be like this person. Spirit is saying that's not who you are. That's not how you're going to be, okay? They're saying you are a very nurturing person, someone who takes care of people, even people that are not your responsibility. And because of this, you're going to be rewarded, okay? Like I said, some of you might be with child or might have a child, but some of you might be starting some sort of business or a new job that is going to feel like a child to you. Your luck has been kind of down at the moment, but I just got thrown a whole bunch of cards. Your luck has been kind of down lately, and maybe you've gotten some attacks from people, or like you feel like you've been getting attacked. But in reality, what's happening here is that the devil has seen your future. The devil has seen that you're about to get everything you ever asked for. The devil has seen that your angels, your spirit guides, put in some seriously big requests for you, and the heavenly realm has approved it. And they are trying to make you so upset that you do something crazy that will somehow sabotage this gift. Okay? Realize that if you're being tested right now, pile number 3, whatever you have been asking of God, of your spirit guides, your angels, your Loa, your Orishas, whatever it is, has been approved by the court of God, and the devil sees it. And the devil sees it, and the devil is trying to stop it from you receiving it. Okay? It is so close to you receiving it. Okay? The devil's like, we got to do something to sabotage pile number 3 from getting this. But your angels are like, haha, you ain't going to be able to do shit. See right here, the little devils are trying to, and your angels are like, like, look, stopping the little devil, like, you're not gonna get up here. Get down. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Going around breaking hearts. Pile number 3, your work is breaking the heart of the devil. Listen, the time of being healed, being the wounded healer, or being being the wounded healer is over. Okay, now it's time to be the healed healer, or to just be a very prosperous person. Pile number 3. 9 of Pentacles. Look at that money. Money. You have manifested it. Okay. Listen. You are going to build something that is going to make you a lot of money. Pile number 3. I feel like this is going to be like a product of some sort. Or you're going to get a job that's going to make you a lot of money. Because you've been waiting for this for a really long time. You're like, I've been busting my booty, I've been praying, I've been manifesting, I've been burning the candles, I've been doing everything, I've been buying the crystals. God, where is it? And God is like, calm down, we still haven't looked at the budget for the year. And your angels are like, your budget was approved, but you gotta wait till the end of March. I'm seeing your manifestations coming in around the Emperor season. Okay, I'm seeing you sitting pretty on some really beautiful, some really great manifestations. Okay, for those of you who have done the work to heal yourselves, it is being rewarded. Your ancestors are like, there's nothing else you need to do to heal yourself. You need to, now it's time. It's very few things you need to do, pile number 3, to continue healing yourself. Very few things. Now you need to learn how to use your magic. Now you need to learn how to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Enjoy, like, get out of survival mode. It's time for you to get out of survival mode, pile number 3. For some of you, it's time to retire, and retire pretty. Like, retire well, okay? Some of you are meant to retire, pile number 3, are meant to retire young. Dear God, let this be me. I'm just kidding. 3, some of y'all are meant to retire early in life. You're meant to actually make money younger and retire way younger, way younger than 65 or 70. Those thieves trying to make us wait till 70 to retire. God, we're gonna put in a collective prayer to you. Please deal with these people. So listen, some of y'all are gonna retire soon. I see a house for some of you. I think some of you think, oh, I don't have the credit or I don't have the money to get a house. But I feel like if you actually tried, some of you are going to actually get it. And you think you don't have the ability to, but you actually can. Let's make the new retirement age 40. Wealth, 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 wealth. Someone's like, remember why the British left? So some of you are, the 4 of Wands is here. So some of you are going to have some of you might be getting married this spring. Some of you might be getting engaged. But some of you might be buying a house this year that you thought you weren't going to be able to do this for at least a few more years, and something is going to come into your life. Some sort of luck is going to come into your life, and it's going to just happen. It's going to just happen. Put that right hand in your pocket, Nay Lizzle. Put that right hand in your pocket. If that hand is itching, you better put it in your pocket. So some of you, pile number 3, you're going to get this. You're going to get exactly what you need to buy that house, exactly what you need to do what you want to do. Some of you are going to have like a homestead, because I'm seeing like planting here, and they keep pointing to Demeter, who is the goddess of grain. So this is like you maybe retiring early, getting the money to like retire early and like homestead, grow your own food, bake your own bread. You know, because now homesteading is the hobby of the rich, right? It's not even like the poor people hobby no more. Homesteading is the hobby of the rich. So that means you're gonna have some money, pile number 3. So some of you are going to be doing some homesteading. Some of you who are single might be meeting a man very soon. Very, very soon. I feel like it will either be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius season. Okay? Protect yourself against the evil eye. Carry the evil eye amulet with you. Pile number 3. You need to protect yourself against the evil eye. And pile number 3, if you, for some reason, win some money, don't tell anybody, please. Pretend you didn't win anything. Pretend you didn't win. Like, if I won the lottery, there will be signs, but no one will ever know. That's the vibe I'm getting here. But yeah, I'm seeing you having enough wealth to retire. You're going to build something, pile number 3, that is going to give you enough wealth to retire young and to be able to just focus on studying, traveling, whatever it is that brings you pleasure. The Magician is coming up here, coming through with the manifestations you've been doing. This reminds me, if you haven't taken my Akashic Secrets to Manifestation, and tomorrow is Manifestation 2.0. Jump in there. For those of you who need some help manifesting. But pile number 3, I feel like you have been doing a lot of manifesting. I feel like you are succeeding in this. But I do keep seeing the evil eye in your cards. So look at all these evil eyes, okay? So make sure that you're protecting yourself from the evil eye. You see all the evil eyes in your cards? You need to protect your money from evil eye. Some of you need to do an evil eye protection spell on your money. You need to wash your money in holy water, and then you need to do an evil eye protection spell on your money. Okay? And then you need to do an evil eye protection on your mind. And then you need to do an evil eye protection on your actions, like a defensive ward. I feel like you also need to do an evil eye defensive ward, meaning that this ward not just protects you, but if somebody sends you the evil eye, it returns it back to them. Okay? You need to do some baths. Some of you need to do some baths. Some of you need to do some protection work. If you need protection work or spiritual baths, I make spiritual baths with herbs from the Dominican Republic. So if you would like to get professional baths made, you can book a spiritual consultation and we can talk about that. But yeah, I'm getting that you do need a lot of protection from the evil eye because you're about to have a lot of wealth. A lot of wealth. Some of you might win a lawsuit. I just heard some of you might win a lawsuit and get a lot of money from that.
This might answer your question.
Alexa, stop. I didn't even say Alexa. She's on.
Alexa, stop. Don't say her name again.
Can you check out there for me? Talking about lawsuit, check out there. I see that some of you might win a lawsuit. Now, don't sue me if you don't win, but I'm just saying some of you, not all of you. That Alexa, she be spying on everybody. Okay. Alexa's the NSA's favorite person. So anybody who is listening to pile number 3 and this pile is resonating for you, some of you might be winning a lawsuit, and that is how you're going to be getting all this money. So pay attention to any way that you have been wronged, because you might be able to sue for a lot of money. Okay? Don't let it go anymore. If you have been wronged and you have a legitimate case, pursue it. Is what I'm not giving you legal advice, but that's what the cards are saying. Okay? Take it up with the cards. Don't take it up with me and the ancestors, because they're the ones that are giving this message. I'm just interpreting it. But some of you are going to have some legal things go in your favor. So if you have actually been wronged, don't just let it go. Okay? Some of you have been petitioning Saint Expedite, and that's how he's going to get you the money. He's going to let you win a lawsuit. Saint Expedite loves suing people. So some of you have been petitioning Saint Expedite, and that's how he's going to get you the money. If you have truly been wronged, it's going to go in your favor according to the cards. Again, I am not giving you legal advice. Get a lawyer. Again, with the evil eye, you need to protect yourself from the evil eye. Okay? Gede Limbo, Saint Expedite. He's the Gede of the limbo realm. Some of you need spiritual baths. Some of you need to go to a priest or priestess to get some spiritual baths, and to also get some work to expand your intuition, okay? To expand your intuition. Oh, Spirit. Ancestors, is there any other message for pile number 3? highpriestessmay.com if you need to book a consultation. Okay, these are the last messages for you, pile number 3. Again, if you do sue somebody, pile number 3, don't tell anybody, because you're going to have a hater that's going to try to damage this for you in your friend group. And that hater may be a water sign, a young water sign. And that hater may be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer young water sign. So if you do sue somebody, pile number 3, don't tell this person, because they're going to try to destroy that opportunity for you. But you do need some spiritual baths, okay? You do need some spiritual baths for expanding your intuition, expanding your luck, and protection from the evil eye. And Spirit is like, don't be posting on social media what you got. Don't be posting on social media. Okay? You're going to have a lot of money, but you're going to have to be humble about it. Okay? Because I feel like this money that God is going to give you, it's going to be something that he's not going to give to anybody else. And you're not supposed to be showing it off. It's supposed to be something that you're supposed to keep for you, quiet, and for your descendants. Okay? Because I feel like the moment that these people find out that you have this money, somebody's going to try to be like, oh, let me see if I can fall at her house or his house and sue them for some money. Oh, let's see if I can ask them for some money. Oh, let's see if they can do this for me and do that for me, and like try to turn you into their bank. Pile number 3. I'm just warning you. When you get this blessing from God, you're supposed to lay low with it. Don't be posting your mansion and your car on social media. You heard that? You heard that? That was God. All right, so whatever money you end up getting, whatever blessings you end up getting from God, whether in this lifetime or another, I'm hoping it's in this lifetime, there's the Justice card. There it is. I'm telling you, some of you are going to win a lawsuit of some sort. You're going to win a lawsuit, or some of you are receiving this as your good karma for the things that you have done, for the things that you have endured, for the work that you have been doing. Both on your helping your ancestors elevate, helping your ancestors heal, helping other people heal with the help of your ancestors, just spreading your good vibrations, whatever it is that you have been doing, pile number 3. I feel like by Cancer season, either this Cancer season or next Cancer season, it's going to be rewarded. You're going to receive a reward for it. And this is because of all of the faith and manifestation work that you have done. The Justice card is here, telling you that justice is yours now. Justice is yours. You need to protect what is yours. Again, the evil eye and the protection card. The Nine of Wands is about protecting what's yours. Look at the evil eye again there. Ultimate happiness and fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Look at that. Some of you are going to get like a big return. And that return, Spirit is saying you need to invest it into something that's going to allow you to retire. Like I'm hearing some of you need to invest whatever return. There's going to be a big, like some of you are going to get a big tax return. And they're saying you need to invest that tax return into something like real estate or something that's going to make you passive money so you can retire and live off of like the rental income or something. That's what I'm hearing here for this card. Your mind, your assets, and your self needs to be protected from the evil eye. If you don't know how to do that, book a consultation and we will do some protection work. We will do some baths, and I will also instruct you how to continue after the workings, how to continue maintaining this energy, okay? But my last remark on this, pile number 3, is that this is a reward that you have worked very hard for and you have prayed to God for every single day. Like, God, please let me have enough to get a break. I need a break. I need a break from the craziness of life and the craziness of work and the craziness of capitalism. And God is about to give you a huge break, so use it wisely. Use this break wisely. I just heard, don't blow it all in one place. So don't be going to the Lamborghini place and buying a Lamborghini and spending all your money. Don't blow it all in one place. Don't be the millionaire that loses it in a year. Okay? When you win the lottery, make sure that, for those of you who are meant to win the lottery, or those of you who are meant to get a lot of money, when you do, get yourself a lawyer and properly learn how to manage money. Invest it. Whether you win the lottery or whether you just get a large amount of money, make sure you go to a lawyer and figure out how to properly manage it and invest it, okay? Don't play games with me. The ancestors are like, don't play games with us. Don't play games with us. There is a mass awakening coming as well, pile number 3. So your ancestors are preparing you for this mass awakening so that you are safe during this mass awakening. Look at the King of Pentacles is somebody who invests money wisely. Okay. All right. Get a private banker to manage your money. When I used to work at Wells Fargo, you only needed like $25,000 to get a private banker. So if you have more than $25,000, you can get a private banker to teach you how to manage your money. Okay? Usually, in most banks. So make sure you get yourself a lawyer and a private banker and get proper advice on how to manage any money or any investments. Or even if you have over $5,000, there's a lot of investments you can make. Invest that money wisely is what Spirit is saying. Okay? All right. This is not financial advice. This is advice from the ancestors. And they will guide you to the right people. Look, they're guiding you to the right people. The right angels. They're guiding you to receive the information you need. They're guiding you to the right person. Some of you, the person who's going to liberate you is a Virgo. The person who's going to help you is going to be a Virgo. Either a Virgo, I'm getting big Virgo vibes from this, but some of you, it might be a Virgo. Some of you, it's going to be a Taurus. Some of you, it's going to be a Capricorn. And you'll know because this person is going to feel very grounding. Just very grounding. Very like, calm down, pump your brakes. Let's look at this and let's analyze this. And then we will deal with it. All right? So, And then you'll be like, what's your birthday? And then they'll be like, this. And then you'll be like, oh, you're a Virgo. Or you're a Taurus. Oh, you're a Capricorn. And then you'll be like, oh, Priestess May was right. The star card. Oh my God, I don't want to stop talking. The ancestors of this pile are like, look, we're proving it to you. Look, the star card. Look. Some of you might even be getting like, not just money, but also the love of your life. Look at that. That looks like Cupid. That looks like Cupid striking somebody with love. So some of you might not just be getting money, but some of you might actually be getting the love of your life. Pile number 3. Pour some love into yourself. Let me tell y'all, the first thing I'm doing if this is me is I'm going to the Bahamas. Bye. I'm just kidding. Like, where's Priestess May? I haven't seen her in a year. Just kidding. I'm in Turks and Caicos having some pina coladas. If you like pina coladas, please, ancestors, let this be me. Okay, there's the sun. There's the sun, okay? Pile number 3, I don't know. I'm just pulling cards here from the ancestor realm, and the cards that are coming out, they're just confirming what I'm channeling from them. So I'm not making you any promises, but your ancestors are telling me that you're going to get what you want. Just be patient. It's almost here. It's almost here. And whatever you get, invest it wisely. Invest it wisely. Again, don't make this fit if it doesn't resonate. If you have been somebody who has been manifesting and doing a lot of work to manifest this, then this pile may be for you. Okay. All right, one last card, and that's it. I'm done. The Queen of Cups. Listen to your intuition. You are an empath. You are a healer. Your energy heals, is what I'm hearing. And above all, make sure you are pouring. Look at this. This is me drinking a pina colada. Like, pour some more, please. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that does look like me drinking a pina colada. I'm not even gonna lie. Or some of y'all drinking a pina colada or whatever favorite drink you have. Anyway, just protect what you get. Keep your mouth shut from this person. Get yourself that banker, that smart person that's gonna help you. Yep. Protect your mind. Protect your mind, pile number 3. I am using I am using the Osiris Tarot. Osiris is the god of the dead. Basically, his story of dying and going through the underworld and being reborn was what inspired the story of the 3 days of resurrection of Christ. This is created by Spencer's. We found that at Spencer's. Yes. Osiris's story, just like everything else that was knocked off from the Egyptian stories, inspired the story of the 3-day resurrection of Christ. Oh, wait, look how cool this is. Well, the deck. Hold on, let me show you this deck. All right, that's it for the reading. But if you want to see the deck, I'll show it to you. So, this is what happens with the deck. Okay, put the deck in there. Oh, I bent the card. But then you put it opens up like a tomb. Ooh. The deck has gold foil. So it's really cool.
Is there like a little magic?
Yes, Spencer's has a little bit like little magic section.
The promiscuous stuff and the other promiscuous stuff.
Sam be telling everybody all our secrets. Shut up. High Priestess May is not supposed to be in those areas. Stop it.
Only in there for that. That's I found it for the t-shirts and then that.
So that's it. Osiris Tarot, the Egyptian god of the dead. Believed to be Osiris was believed to be the god who, he was the king of all the gods in Egypt. And when he was ruler of all of the gods and of earth, you only needed to do good things to get into heaven. And then when Set became king, when he killed his brother Osiris and cut him up into, I think it was like 14 pieces. And then Isis was only able to find like 13. So she had, and the only one she wasn't able to find was his member. So she had to use magic to impregnate herself in order to give birth to her son Horus, who became the king after he conquered Set. Conquered over Set, who is like Satan kind of thing. And yeah, he is believed to be the main judge of the 42 judges that judge you during your judgment in the afterlife. Side note, I was reading the Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and do you know that they mention throwing food away as a sin that you get judged for like 8 times? I was like, noted. There's like 8 judges that ask you about food. Stealing food, throwing away food. So Walmart's going to hell, y'all. Yeah, like 8 judges ask you, like, have you ever thrown food away? Have you ever stolen food? Literally, like, food was so important to the Egyptians that the 42 judges, like 8 of them ask you. Like, one of them asks you if you've ever committed murder. One of them asks you if you've ever, like, committed adultery. One of them asks you, like, if you've ever, I forgot what was the other thing was. If you've ever, like, hurt a cat or something, because hurting a cat was really bad in ancient Egypt. And then, like, 8 of them ask you about food. About if you've wasted food, if you've stolen food, if you've taken food from a child, like all these things. It's crazy, but I understand. I was like, man, I'm sorry. But see, like the Egyptian Book of the Dead states that if you confess your sins before you get to the judges in the afterlife, you're supposed to know what sins you're supposed to confess to before you get to the judges in the afterlife, then they might forgive you, and then you don't have to reincarnate again, and you can go on to the afterlife. So, yeah. That's all I have for you today. I hope that this message from the ancestors was able to help y'all. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so on highpriestessmay.com. There's about 5 spots left for a reading in March. March is already pretty booked out for me. And then April is available. I will post this video if I'm able to as a replay on my Instagram and also on my YouTube. I would highly appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turned on post notifications and watched my ads. Okay? All right, everyone. Many blessings. You can watch the replay. Again, everything can be found on highpriestessmay.com. Many blessings.